Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. You may want to give your plumber a call because we've got leaks on leaks to discuss today. And while they are leaks at the end of the day, meaning nothing here is 100% officially confirmed, at least as of now, what these leaks are referencing are some pretty significant crossover updates. And yes, that's updates as in plural. For whatever reason, a few days removed from Season 4 Reloaded, we started to see a lot of things data mined that hint at various new crossover events and crossover updates potentially coming to Warzone and Modern Warfare 3 in the future. Now, this is coming from various different sources across Twitter and whatnot. Forward Leaks, Crashty, Ghost of Hope is in here as well. So a bunch of different data miners and leakers in the community talking about some of these things. Like I just alluded to, though, at the end of the day, these are leaks. So certain things are subject to change. Certain things could be misinterpreted. We're going to talk about, potentially why some things here that I know there's been a lot of hype about recently, you might want to just wait and see with. But initially here, I do want to start off with some more basic leaks, I guess you could say, in regards to some new info that we've seen updated. And that is the current set of operator code names that are going to be coming up here in Modern Warfare 3. According to Forward Leaks, we've got a bunch of names that have yet to debut. Keep in mind, we do of course have Season 5 on the horizon. We've got Season 6 on the horizon. Usually every single season introduces anywhere between 3 and 4 new operators. It seems like pretty standard, maybe 2 to 3 in the battle pass and then some others just in store bundles. And currently all the code names that we have are as follows. We've got Thorn, Gulag for some reason, Fuel, Mochi, Caramel, Sapphire, Gelato. I don't know why half of these are foods, by the way. We've also got Ruby, and then Darts and Darts 2. And Darts 2 were the most recent updated names here to this list, but a handful of operators, obviously just code names still. They'll have official names when they end up dropping. Although I will say, if we get a Gelato operator and that's just straight up their name, it's going to be hard not to run them. But yeah, there is a pretty good chance that all the operators that we have for the remainder of the Modern Warfare 3 content year are in the files already just as code names. Kind of similar to how we previously talked about with the weapons. We probably have all the leaked weapons for the remainder of the year as well, considering Season 4 Reloaded didn't add in any new ones there directly. But of course, we'll have to wait and see what ends up coming to fruition from that. Forward Leaks is also reporting that apparently another football or soccer collab is going to be happening soon in Modern Warfare 3. You may recall back in MW2, we had Messi, we had Neymar Jr., so on and so forth. Obviously, we've got the Olympics coming up, so perhaps it's going to be something to do with that. And just because they have, the history of having, a football crossover or a soccer crossover, depending on where you're at, they're just going to try and re-implement that. We've seen some things sort of added in. I think there was an operator pack for Gaz that was like a soccer support one. You could rock different countries or something like that, I think. But an official collab potentially with some more players could be coming down the road as well. That, though, is somehow the smallest crossover event that has been leaked or has been rumored as of late. The main one, obviously the one focused, in the title and the thumbnail for this, is the keyword potential Deadpool crossover coming to Call of Duty. I will say there's a few figures in the world that are, in entertainment or whatever the case is, movies, TV, that I think would be awesome to have in Call of Duty. 2 up towards the top of the list for me would be John Wick and Deadpool. I think they fit the gameplay. Obviously, it crosses over well in my opinion. And Deadpool has been something that I think a lot of players have brought up for a long time. Hey, it'd be so sick if we saw a Deadpool operator in Call of Duty. Well, why are these leaks now surfacing? It's actually because of some new finishing moves that have leaked in game. Now, I'm not going to show any of these on screen just in case, the leaks would get the video taken down. We never want that to happen or anything. But essentially, if you're on Twitter, by the way, they're very easy to find. Crashty, again, posted them. I'll have all the sources down in the description below. But with these, all these finishing moves are very sarcastic, like very sassy, I think you could say. Very much so how Deadpool acts in the movies when he's taken out enemies. And so players are sort of making the inference, the connection there, hey, these operator moves really seem to fit one kind of character right now, and it just so happens that Deadpool and Wolverine are coming out with that movie soon. So it would make sense. Obviously, crossovers happen a lot with some, you know, up-to-date happenings within the entertainment industry and stuff like that. Movies, TV shows, we've seen a lot of crossovers to like sort of cross-promote stuff like that. The Boys, for instance, and whatnot. So it would certainly make sense. There are various different reports, different leakers and data miners talking about this. However, there's also other leakers and data miners saying, you know, you might want to beware here, including the Ghost of Hope. You may recall that back during Call of Duty Vanguard, we actually had leaks that Captain America was going to be a crossover operator, and it was called an American Heroes event or something like that. And the Ghost of Hope is saying, hey, you know, just in case this ends up happening again, where we're just misinterpreting something on a severe level, don't get your hopes up entirely. It could just be something that's taken out of context and we assumed wrong, because there is no direct, hey, there's a Deadpool code name in the files, or Deadpool's weapons are in the files, or there's an operator skin that looks like him. It is simply an inference off of finishing moves. So definitely take this one, I'd say, the most with a grain of salt. There is potential there for sure, like I said. However, it's certainly not as easily confirmed. Hey, this is in the files, so that means Deadpool is coming, as opposed to like, hey, we know this weapon code name is in the files, but this code name actually works well with this real life LMG or SMG or something like that. It's definitely not that linear, not that one-to-one. So be on the lookout. We could potentially see a Deadpool crossover within season 5 or season 6 here, but also one of the stranger leaks with how it's come to the surface in recent memory, I would say. And then lastly here, another pretty interesting one. This is originally sourcing from Detonated or DK Dynamite's website, with a potential WWE crossover. And this is sort of sparked, this rumor has sort of, you know, come to light because of all of the Call of Duty mobile marketing that WWE has had as of late. And again, this is another one that certainly would end up, you know, crossing over well, considering the fact that even in game now, we have a lot of finishing moves in game that resemble some WWE finishing moves. You know, having different pile drivers or, you know, suplexes and stuff like that certainly seems very possible. Again, this one is not a direct leak from the files, super obvious, more so just an inference. And you know, we've even seen things like this before, where on UFC Octagon for a pay-per-view, there is something for Call of Duty as one of the sponsors on the mat. This could be similar here with you know, COD Mobile just being something on the apron of the ring as like a little advertisement. But again, it would make a lot of sense to have a crossover with WWE, given the nature of some of the things that already connect the two very well, like the finishing moves, for instance. You know, having a John Cena operator in game or something. Hey, we already struggle with visibility on the maps. You might as well have an operator that constantly says you can't see me, because it would certainly make the bad lighting on certain spots lore accurate, right? But anyways, all that being said, those are all the current crossover updates and some of the newer leaks that have surfaced in the recent days. Definitely some surprising ones and potentially some very cool ones here, but again, you know, temper your expectations with this kind of stuff. It'll be interesting to see how much of this does actually come to fruition. Of course, if anything official ends up coming to light regarding any of this, you guys know I'm gonna have you with all the details right as they surface, so stay tuned for that alongside everything else going on in COD by hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, a like rating is seriously appreciated on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.